That's trying to rebound from that first loss of the year. Bobby Brannan with the putback here. Why are we showing you this? Well, that was Cincinnati's only two-point basket in the first half. They went 7 of 8 from 3. That is Darnell Burton. He had a bunch. More on him in a sec. 3 seconds left in the half. Marcus Singer launching one, and that is a shooter's touch. DePaul up by 2 at the break. What's going on? Second half, a lesson the nation is fast learning. You must put a body on Danny Fortson. Cincinnati, with that hoop and foul, goes up by 5, and then Fortson again. Even when you do put a body on him, makes no difference. Off the glass and in, and the Bearcats, despite the scare, win it by 10. Darnell Burton hitting 7 threes and tying his career high with 24. The Blue Demons lose their 7th straight overall and their 10th straight to the Cats. Big East hoops now. UConn and Pitt. Ralph Willard's boys coming out firing. Garrick Thomas lines it up and knocks it down with a flick of a wrist. Pitt up by 5, but the Huskies would answer. Ray Allen to Kirk King, who's starting a new consecutive hoop streak. That is 1. UConn leads by 8, but the Panthers come back. Gerald Jordan, the jumper in the lane is good. That cuts the Husky lead to 1. But Ray Allen, are we looking at the Big East Player of the Year? A pretty safe bet. Drains the 3, part of his 14, and UConn holds off the charge, and they win it by 6. They tie the
by the UTEP crowd for visiting Haskins in the hospital. First half, you got to stop ball. We've covered this. Andre Miller, Utah up by 10. Then Utes Mark Rydal drains the 3, 4 of 8 from the arc. Utes up 15 at the break. Second half, Miller, Keith Van Horn, and pull up to the bumper. Utes up 17. They cruise. Brennan Jesse scores 18. Van Horn, averaging 20 a game, finishes with just 10. Don Haskins, who has coached at UTEP for 35 years, is not expected to return to the bench this season. Virginia Tech, George Washington, high-low pass first half. Tech's Ace Custis converts, but too much Kwame Evans for the Hokies. The steal and the gentle slam. Well, then in the second half, it's Evans. Low angle. Release, good rotation, splash. 13 points for Evans. GW upsets the Hokies. And G-Dub snaps Vaught Tech's 9-game win streak. The Hokies go 0 for 8 from long distance, snapping a 277-game run where they hit at least 1 3, and that dates back to the inception of the rule. California, Washington State. Tremaine Folks returns to the Cal lineup after a 14-game suspension by the NCAA. Hits the jumper. Cal up by 5 at the break. Second half, Prentice Magruder. Vision! Michael Stewart, one of those cool dunk shots, and then Mark Hendrickson kept Washington State in it. Fights for the loose ball. Chris got ahead of Hendrickson. Hendrickson 27 points, 14 boards. Washington State down 4, but then Sharif Abdul-Rahim. Follow your shot. Stays with it. Padding the rebound stat, hits the jump hook. Cal wins. Abdul-Rahim. Johnny Miller, who always makes the short putts. Temple trails by 6. Hold everything. Some fans throwing stuff on the floor. The coach addresses the crowd.
Please don't throw anything on the floor. You have some very fine players on this floor.
Back to the action. Ricky Price the miss. Temple the rebound. Greg Newton goes down. Levon Alston the push. Huey Futch, the vision to Derek Petit, throws it down. Temple leads by 1, but Greg Newton is knocked out. Watch the replay. Mark Jackson elbows Newton. Oh, that's a cheap shot. Mark, you're better than that. Newton would be okay later return. Back to the game. Temple up 2, 16 seconds to go. Double Futch skip. Traveling. Duke one last chance to tie, 10 seconds to go. Chris Collins release rotation. Duke loses. Derek Petit, 13 of his 15 in the second half. Temple, which has wins this season over then number 1 Kansas and then number 2 Villanova, rallies from a 10-point deficit with 8:17 to play. Stanford and Washington. Bob Bender and his Huskies off to a 10-4 start, and they build a lead. Jamie Booker, pretty move. Also, Booker 6 assists upstairs to Mark Sanford, and then Sanford driving baseline with Jumanji. Can we say that? With Jumanji, the Huskies win it. The Cardinals shoot just 37% from the field. Huskies snap a 4-game losing streak to Stanford. Mark Sanford, 24 points, 10 of 13 from the floor. Also out of the Pac-10, Arizona over Oregon State. Wildcats beat the Beavers.
He helps them there, but they like him even more when he's in the game. After a bit of a slow start, Edgar Padilla on the break. Marcus Camby is back. Massachusetts up by 17 at that point, and in the blocks, you're going to get blocked if you try to go against Camby. Padilla to Dana. Dingle ringing it up. Massachusetts drops 72-47. Camby ties a school record with to Jamal Lawrence from the right wing. Thanks to Jamal Lawrence from the left wing. You'd better go out and get a hand in his face. That's not going to be good enough. Second half, Arizona tries to come back from a half-dozen-point deficit. 13-0 run thanks to Corey Williams hitting from outside. Time running down. They're looking for Lawrence, but he gets blanketed by the Arizona D. Tarek Brown puts it up, front rim and out, and Arizona gets out of there with a win. For Reggie Geary, 37 minutes, no turnovers. Not bad for a point guard playing a conference game on the road. Lawrence against St. John's in Madison Square Garden. Watch Allen Iverson, who just handed it off. He goes alley-oop reverse. 39 points for Iverson, but big point totals for him don't get it done. Felipe Lopez doing it all. No look. Rowan Barrett's there for the layup. Georgetown goes down by 11. ACC clash, big one between number 9 Wake Forest and number 11 North Carolina. Demon Deacons up by 18 in the second half. There he is, Tim Duncan. Jams it down, 22 for Dave Odom's star. Don't count out the heels, though. Jeff McInnes with the runner. Carolina up by 1. 8 seconds left. Carolina up by 4. Loose ball. McInnes gets it. Vince Carter on his way to the hole. And North Carolina wins it 65.
They're strong early, though. Tyronn Lue to Jaron Boone. Tyronn to Jaron. Nebraska down by 1 at the half. Then Paul Pierce from way downtown. Bang. And then, there it goes again. What's that inflatable thing in the back there? 25 points for Pierce. And Kansas wraps it up. Jock Rock drives the lane. Roy Williams, the fastest to 200. He gets his, the third man after Fog Allen and Ted Owens, to do that with the Jayhawks. Fastest to 200 with a Big 8 team. At Hartford, UConn seeking its 18th straight versus Virginia. We're a team. The game put away early. Ray Allen. Don't let him do that. And then Ray Allen. In the center. 10-0 run for Ray Allen. He was hot. Cavs main man Harold Dean was not. No Virginia. Staples? No, he doesn't have it. Allen and the Huskies do. Oh, husk me. UConn 76-46. Allen has 24. Ultimately, Harold Dean of Virginia did not hit a basket till 5 minutes in the second half. So it's 18 straight. Continuing down the top. Southern Cal. Hi, I'm Art Long of Cincinnati, and this is my house. Danny Fort's in the miss. The rebound from me, Art Long. And then off the glass inside, yours truly, Art Long. And then off the glass again, Art Long. And then there's a goaltending charge. Who gets the points? Art Long. On the defensive end, the block from Art Long. And then another block from Art Long. In the first 5 minutes of the game, 3 blocks by Art Long. Second half, Marvin Levitt imitating Art Long. 32-point win for Cincinnati. SC never got nearer than 6, and the uneven Bearcats got their biggest margin of victory in just under a month.